Hey guys, today's video is going to be a little bit different. As you could tell, I lost my voice. Just kind of got over the tail end of getting sick. But I wanted to talk about some things today in relation to my channel, some really cool plans that I got going, and some more things that I think you guys are going to get excited about. So again, let me just apologize because I can't really yell too much with my voice. But as far as the content on my channel goes, some of you guys may have noticed the past 2 months specifically, I've done more compilations. Some of the episodes may have been shorter, and that's because I've been putting a lot of my time and attention on the book that I just finished probably about a week ago, give or take. So that's going to be in the editing phase here pretty much right now. I'm going to be working with my publisher. I would like to have that book out by the end of October, maybe around Halloween, but I can't guarantee anything for sure. So now that the book is finally done, and I just went ahead and went to this amazing paranormal, supernatural, cryptid conference, which I'll talk about here in this later part of the video, I can get back into creating a lot more substance-rich content. Now, what does that mean? So, initially, back in January, when I made the decision to go from just narrating stories over a still image to being on camera like this, I really wanted to breathe new life into what I did. I felt like it was becoming very one-dimensional, very stale for me, and I was kind of just looking for a way to give it a facelift. And so being on camera has allowed me to connect with you guys on a much more personal level, to give you guys better content, to also do more research and dig a little deeper into these mysterious cases and phenomena that we see happening all around. But more importantly, what does that mean? Well, right now I'm in the middle of expanding on my team of not just writers, but people who can do research on this stuff. In fact, when I was at the conference, I met a few really cool cats who I'm hoping will help work with me and provide me with some excellent research that I can present you guys with. In fact, one of the guys I work with now, his name is Josh Cutchin. He's a pretty big paranormal author, investigator. He is actually responsible for writing a lot of my scripts, and he does an amazing job at doing so. So I feel like having more guys like that will really help create more well-rounded content for you guys specifically. But don't worry, because I'm still going to be telling first-hand accounts of eyewitness stories submitted to me and ones that I find. That won't ever stop, because that's essentially the bread and butter of the channel. But I also want to get to more of the research portion. And I know a while back I made a post talking about, maybe going on location and speaking to people. That actually might come to fruition sooner than I thought. I had wrestled with the idea for a while, unsure if it's what I really want to pursue, because logistically, just trying to manage that with my schedule and trying to go out to places and, of course, shooting and then editing and releasing content, it's just and then I would have to have a vetting process of some kind to make sure that these people weren't just being ludicrous, or that they could actually tell a story. So there is a lot that goes into that. However, going out to the conference and getting to meet some amazing people, it's really changed my perspective, because I've gotten a chance to talk to some people at the conference, and there's a gentleman there by the name of Joe, a crazy story where he shot and killed one of these things back years ago. And of course, at the conference, I got to meet some amazing people, and actually got really close with Barton Nunnally, who's a big author in the field of cryptozoology, the supernatural. He's written quite a few books, and so he invited me personally out to go and check out this location where he wants to physically take me to show me Bigfoot. And so I asked him about it. I'm like, how does that work? Do you call them in? And he goes, no. He's like, you got to go to their location. He's like, but I'm warning you, it's not an easy experience. It's quite frightening. And so I said, well, let's do it. And so I'm honestly considering just going out and buying a GoPro and making an episode of it. And I would have to fly over there. He'd pick me up and we'd go document it, of course. I realize it's possible that I won't really get anything out of it, but it would be very interesting to do an episode of. But anyway, I just wanted to give you guys an update on what's going on with the channel. As I said, now that the book is done and the conference is over, I have more time to put more into this channel and ultimately dive into more than just eyewitness accounts like it has been lately. Like, I want to do more thorough research on some of these cases. I want to have cases where I could show more physical evidence, because I know that is a huge pain point to many of you, where, you know, with a lot of these eyewitness stories, as entertaining as they are, you know, a lot of time there's no pictures, there's no physical evidence. It's merely just hearsay. And one of the benefits of, say, true crime is that at least there's corroborated details. There's case photos. There's officers who were there. There's documentation to more than likely, you know, prove a case happened. So I know that's a huge point with a lot. I'm going to try and dig up more cases that I can find, just things related to the supernatural and not just cryptids. So I just want you guys to keep your eyes peeled, because you're going to start seeing some really cool stuff come my way here in the next coming month or two. You'll probably see a little bit of a change up in content of maybe how I do things, how I present them. We'll just have to see. But as far as what my content looks like, I think that is the next logical step in evolution, is to start getting into more of the research side of things, locations, going out, interviewing people's stories, and actually getting more of a face-to-face style than just me always telling stories. But remember, like, of course, that won't ever stop. I will always tell stories, but I feel like having that mixed match is going to really help. However, those are just the plans, and of course, as we all know, plans can change as time goes on. So for now, that's what the horizon looks like. But before I end today's video, if there's any cases that you guys would like to see me cover or dig deeper into, I would love to hear what you guys think and want to see, so be sure to go ahead and leave a comment down below. Thank you everyone for sticking with me this far and continuing hanging out with me on this giant evolutionary process of content and creating content for you guys, but also sticking with me while my voice is out and I'm kind of sick at the moment. So I appreciate you guys. I love you all, and I'll see you when the next video comes out.